Now we have our angels, which is always a lot of fun. So they could have non-human haste. Oh, they just get double strike. That's pretty cool. Hello, good game. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ghouls and goblins. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to help support the channel, checking out the cool content. Today we have a mono white control deck with some cool new cards like Devastating Mastery. I can't even explain how cool this card is and how well and effectively it ties the deck together. In the video, we'll break down the deck list, talk about our strategies and synergies, showcase the gameplay footage, diving into the playlines and interactions. Also wrapping up with my final thoughts and deck review to give you, the viewer, a good idea whether or not this deck is right for your personal playstyle and, of course, your wildcard collection. If you're looking to help support the channel, like the videos, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and check out the Linktree link in the description below, or you can easily give it a Google. Let's get into it. All right, Walk Into the Light is a mono-white control deck with an average mana value of 4.9, 36 non-creatures with 4 creatures. We do have only 20 basics in the deck. This is because we have plenty of MDFC cards as well. Ondu Inversion, Emeria's Call. We also have the Skyclave Relic to help ramp, and the Solemn Simulacrum to help ramp as well. Some of the strategies will include the Indestructible through the Skyclave Relic for 3, Kicker for an additional 3. When it enters the battlefield, if you kicked it, create 2 additional copies that are tokens of it, and these relics will tap to add 1 mana of any color, which is quite nice, right? That's going to help us ramp into the more expensive spells that we have in the deck. Getting into the second half of that synergy, destroy all non-land permanents. We can wipe the field of everything except those things with Indestructible, and it's pretty cool to have your mana ramp as an Indestructible, mana dork, or even just the mana rock, I guess we could call it, right? That's maybe a more applicable term. So it's the mastery wipes everything except for the relic. The Ondu Inversion will also wipe everything except for the relic. This is really cool. So if your opponent has any other forms of enchantment ramp that doesn't have Indestructible, boom, you get the kill right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So that's really, really nice, right? It is also colorless, which brings us into Ugin. Of course, you're familiar with this. 4 copies in deck, 7 loyalty, plus 2/3 damage to any target, minus X, exiling each permanent with mana value X or less. That's 1 or more colors, so that's obviously where the colorless things will survive, which is pretty cool. And minus 10, gain 7 life, draw 7 cards, and then put 7 permanents from your hand into play, which is nice as well. So the Skyclave Relic is really what the whole deck was built around. And of course, Devastating Mastery, right? So this was the original synergy that I looked at when building the deck, and then we kind of filled out from there. We look for more destroy all non-land permanents. We find Ondu Inversion. That's great. Then we get Ugin in because the relic is colorless, and then because we have Ugin, well, of course we have to have 4 copies of Mazemind Tome. Tap it, scry 1, pay 2, tap it, draw a card. Once you've tapped it 4 times, exile it, gain 4 life. And then the Simulacrum as well. When it enters play, grab a basic land, shuffle. When it dies, you draw a card. So this is really nice, right? That's kind of the base for the Ugin deck. And since we're playing mono white, we can hardcast Devastating Mastery. The 4 white symbols can be hard if you're in a dual color deck, but within mono white, it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We have field wipes within the Doomskar, not just the Mastery and Inversion if you're looking to kill creatures. And I like Doomskar because you can cast it on turn 3 if you foretell it on turn 2. Sorcery speed, destroy all creatures. So that's a lot of fun against some of the more aggressive aggro decks. Birth of Meletis, increasing the consistency of our land drop, giving us a blocker and a little bit of life gain. Heliod's Intervention, I would say this is in here to destroy artifacts and enchantments. Worst case scenario, typically you're keeping it for the life gain to survive against those aggro decks in case they get an edge on you through the repetition of haste creatures, because we don't have instant speed removal. All of our removal is sorcery speed, right? So the intervention is literally, I think, our only instant speed interaction that we have, and we use it to gain just buttloads of life, right? We are ramping really hard with the Relic, the Meletis, the Simulacrum. All of these things help us ramp quite effectively, so we can gain a lot of life through the intervention, which is really nice. Elspeth Conquers Death can bring back Simulacrum, helping us ramp into the bigger spells, or, it just brings back Big Daddy Uganos, which is amazing. We've got 3 Crawling Barrens to finish things off later on in the game. The ability to sink your mana into this over and over is really cool, and you can just hit them once they have no cards in their hand. There's no defense, so you just take lethal that way. And we've got the Emeria's Call as the MDFC as well, creating the 2 4/4 Angels, giving other things indestructible, which is irrelevant here, but those 4/4 Angels are really nice. And it's a simple deck, it's an easy deck to play, and it's actually relatively competitive. I haven't played in a few days, just been busy, not feeling the greatest, and we dropped into the percentages, right? Super scary, but climb back into the numbers with this deck. So it definitely is working within the meta, especially against some of those other aggro decks, right? It could be maybe a little bit better against the ultimatum deck, but at the end of the day, you just kind of let them ultimatum, try to survive, and then boom, rewipe the field. And there's only so many ultimatums for them. There's only so many kill cards in their deck, and I bet that we have more answers within the removal category than they do, cards within the threat category, which is really, really cool. So it's promising, right? I really do like this deck, and I think you will as well. We'll get into today's gameplay footage. Of course, check out some of the newest swag we've got. It's cutoff season. I don't even know what you call these. We used to call them wife beaters, but I know that's not appropriate, right? So Into the AM's got a lot of cool swag that you can check out. That's brand new for the summer line if you want to support. And there's also the Patreon and all the other goodies within the Linktree link. So appreciate all of you guys. If you haven't done so yet, at least like the video and subscribe so you don't miss out on our contests and giveaways. I assure you, you would be sad if you did. And more importantly, have yourselves a magical day. Watch to the end, and we'll wrap up with my final thoughts and deck review. Oh my gosh, you guys, I haven't played in like a day and a half or 2 days. Been busy. 99%. That's so sad just from not playing. I wish I had the ethic Miss Maya has. We're gonna get after it today, though. We can keep this. Emeria's Call, Plains, Ardenvale. We have Birth of Meletis. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we can keep the call in hand and just like let it rip organically. Robber's gonna be pretty nasty. Doomskar off the top for us would be cool. Get that blocker out as soon as possible. Yikes. So they're gonna take our mastery. Aggressive. Pull a tome. There's a relic. I guess the tome we could try to find the Doomskar is better than chancing the top deck for it with the relic in play for the mana. Oh, nice. He's nice in himself, right? So I thanks. They take a land there, so that's okay. Block the robber and die. Get hit for 6. Oh my gosh. And even if we pull a Doomskar, so we would need another mastery off the top. And even then. So they could still hit us for 6. Or we get hit for 10 if they don't have removal. If they can remove the Simulacrum, we're dead. But this would give us 5. I mean, it's really close. Let's go for the win, not the survive. I think they just have a Bone Crusher Giant or something. Yeah. So that's not happening. Ah! Not a good start, but, you know, we'll get there. Going first to land. I found those Doomskars we were looking for, you guys. It's okay. Hello and good game. Let's get after it. Just having some fun with some relatively original decks here today. Not too many people are playing mono white control, I don't think. Putting Devastating Mastery into good use. I think there could be Silverquill or Azorius. Not Azorius, sorry. Orzhov control deck with some success, right? With the 2 masteries. I was doubtful kind of on Devastating Mastery there within a dual color deck, right? Because there's so many white sources, but I think we can make it work, right? Things like Skyclave Relic. Simulacrum here's great. I mean, I can imagine this is a Genesis Ultimatum. Or a Temur Dragons at the very minimum. Cool. Let's take the hit. Slay the dragon. The bummer is the Alrund's Epiphany, right? Okay, that's interesting. Oh, yeah, there it is. I should start guessing that the deck isn't a good deck that I think it is. I should start guessing like it's one of the starter decks. Like, it's like, oh, they're not going to play Genesis Ultimatum this match. They're going to play, you know, Waking the Trolls or something silly. Friggin' indestructible, hey? No hexproof. It's not an activated, I believe. Oh, it is an activated, though. Or is it? No, it's triggered. It gets triggered by the counter. Activated would be like a pay 4 with the 2 dots or the tap 4 with the 2 dots. I'm pretty sure. Hardcast Shark Typhoon. Woof. If they have counter magic, I'm screwed. Looks like they don't, though. Wow. We do have a Simulacrum in the grave at least, and that's going to help us get towards Ugin. Oh, back to back bangers. Holy guacamole. I got indestructible though. And that sucks a lot. We lose our ECD. They lose everything, though. And we did handle... Oh, they don't use Indestructible? What? 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 Coma could have been saved there. Alright, cultivate, thinning their library. Wolf Willow's fine. This can be our land. We can keep Inversion for the next wipe. Take this. And, you know, we do have Intervention as well for massive life gain, potentially. This is okay. As long as there's no counter magic. Yeah, let's just slay the enchantment and the creature. Birth has already done its job. I mean, maybe we should have Ugin and kept Inversion. And then they could have killed our Ugin and we could have brought it back. Hard to say. Down to 7 here. This is bad news. Do they have 2 of those? Or an extra turn? We could grab 2 life. It's twice. It'd be 4 life. Let's Doomskar. It's cheap. They might counter it. Sure. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do they have a third? Nope. That was nice, right? Okay. Okay. Mmm. Ooh. Ooh. Counterspell? We still have mastery if so. Taking care of Ugin. Yeah, and if they counter it, we can get it back with the Conquer's Death. Okay, okay. I'm coming back. They did have that other giant. Oh man, Bone Crusher Giant is just always like right there. You know what I mean? Well, this is tricky. We have Castle. This is really weird, right? Like, is that his third Ugin? How many Ugins do they run? That's their second. It's their third Ugin. So we get the draw here. We're pulling their Ugin Fire away. Not great, not bad. If they spam out those other giants, maybe, right? Oh, more removal here. Wow! Oh, 4 Bone Daddies! I think we just go for the swing vote. Go for it, brah. I'll allow it. And then we can answer their 2 other giants here, right? So getting rid of their Ugin. I didn't like that at all. Wolf Willow's fine. Cultivate's fine. We got this. Oh, I think they missed lethal this game too, didn't they, on us? I do it so often. It hurts. I mean, we can just make a castle token. Ooh, that's good. That's good too. I guess let's just get in their way. Right, we can trade with it. Perfect. Can we get that wolf in rotation as well? Nice. Let's clean it up. Take that draw. I'll play it. I'll allow it. Let's pass our turn. Send out the love. Very good match. They grab a land. They good gamed us at one point too. Woo! Alright, that's a nice little presentation of the deck at least. Alright, let's roll. 2 land with a birth is good. Turn 3 relic. Let's start out slow with the Skyclave. We have 4 of them in deck, so we'll draw others. Robber of the Rich sucks! Maybe we toss a Doomskar to the side. We have multiples, so I think we can just go for it. Oh. Oh, no. They have turn 4 Torbran? They get 2 Satyr tokens still. Oops, here comes Torbran. No Faceless Haven activation. Emberclave, nice. Oof. So next turn we're getting hit for 4, 5. Good game. That's 11. Very nice. Just with the Haven, right? 4, 8, 9 only, sorry. They could have something in hand, though, still. And even if we do wipe, they still have the Haven to activate, right? Down to 2. They could even shock us. Oh! That is a full combo. Oh my gosh, we even turn 3 wipes them. Wowzers. Nintendo? Oh my gosh. Is that the coolest name I've ever run across? Yup. Do we just become best friends? Yup. Sick name, bro. I like that. I imagine this is going to be a fun match. Playing tapped unless we draw another land. I mean, we have nothing to play for 2 anyways. Maybe we pick up a Tome or a Birth, but if not, we'll just get Inversion out and about. Ooh. Well, that is our 4th land, so that fills my requirement. Oh my god. I can't even sort my cards. How am I supposed to play them? Death Touch? Nintendo, I knew you were going to be a cool guy about this. I knew this was going to be fun. So we play the land that we have to reveal. That keeps our hand hidden, and that's good news for us. Blight Fang. Alright, still 1 poison counter only. Simulacrums at go. Just ramping. We could have Mastery there and bounce those 2 creatures if things were really bad, but you know, we're already at 6 next turn, so because we had the Simulacrum to kind of skip a turn. So you may want to Devastating Mastery on 4 if you don't have Simulacrum for the land, is what I mean to say. They're folding to the field, which is great. We just block both. Lots of land here. My gosh. That's a 4 for 1. Woo! I know. I'm sorry, Nintendo. It's not very cool of me. Did I not play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I paid the wrong cost of that. I didn't even realize. We had the mana for it. I didn't. You know me, right? Oh. That's fine. We'll get him next turn. I misclick. I misclick sometimes. I'll be honest, right? I have, like, wicked dyslexia. Yeah. I have no excuse. That's a bad one, is what I mean to say. This is fine for us, though. I mean, we're only getting hit for 1 Death Touch, up to 4 counters. And we could even block the Death Touch damage. Right? Keeping the counters down. Yeah. Let's destroy first, and then we have Ugin for the next. Creature decks don't really like us so much. Let's kick this. Birth out. Just getting a little bit of an advantage here. I would like to see more poison counters in D&D. I would also like to see potentially the ability to remove those counters. Let them look at Ugin just for a second. -3. And now we have Castle Ardenvale and the Angels to help win the game. Haste? Wow. That's pretty cool. Grab the land, and then we play Emeria's Call. Hit for 2, and we've got a pretty nice field advantage here. So much freaking land, Randy. It's 12 damage, though, so, you know, that's going to be enough. We keep the land in hand. Good game. All right, let's see if we can break into the top 1,000 here. That's what I want for the video. Or I guess it's top 1,500. I'm so far back. Playing slow. With noted deck, we definitely want a Doomskar on 3, that means. Might be mono white, though. I don't know. Getting Doomskar out of our hand in case we see a turn 3 Spellbinder. Right, we don't want that to cost more. We want it to cost less. Less. You know me. This guy can't play Magic. He can't speak. Actually... Well, sure. If they have a Skyclave Apparition, go ahead. It just gives me a 3/3 to defend with. Lots of MDF season hands. Like, this is all land, basically. Three, 4. This is 5. We have 6 in hand, too. I think we're just fine to play these MDFCs as is. Just clear the dogs. Whatever. Get out of here. Get dog! Woof. Oh, how sad was that? That makes me, like, yelling at the dog to go away. Bingo? When you were a kid? Oh, no. It is a Winota deck. With haste. I detest you, my friend. We have the defender. Tomes aren't bad. Looking for Ugin here, I think. We still need to be careful. These inversions kill the tomes, so we want to cycle them really quick, even if it just means the scries. Typically, I like to be drawing with the tomes, but we might, like, all of these would destroy everything, right? The relic will stay because it's indestructible, obviously. It's a big part of the deck, but just playing the giant because it's a non-human. I get it. No attacks. Maybe. We're not getting anything, yeah. Take our scry. I'll allow it. That is nice, right? Land in play. Pass our turn. Nothing really in graveyard. Nor will there be. So, Elspeth, sad. Skyclave takes the relic. You jerk. It should definitely take the relic. You jerk! I'll allow it though. Again, just cycling through the tomes really quick here. Land can go, it's not Ugin. Nor do we have the land really for Ugin, so maybe we should keep that Barrens. Well, you get what you ask for. So we're at 6, we could play straight to 7. We'll take our scries here. I mean, it's good. We need a land, though. There we go. So now we can play either the call... No, we play the call next turn, right? So this is 7 in tapped. We wipe the field for 6 on the left-hand side, HGG. Oh, you guys remember when we cast it for 4 when we had 6 mana? And talked about saving it for 6 mana right before? So they're trying to, like, string out those non-human creatures, waiting for Minota, right? This is a -3, I guess, now. So we don't even have to pay for it. Let's attack for 3. It goes through. They're still at 20. Why would you block it? It just doesn't make sense. And then we're -3 here. Thanks. I mean, how good can you really feel about playing Ugin? Now we have our angels, which is always a lot of fun. So they could have non-human haste. Oh, they just get double strike. That's pretty cool. Good game. Do we break 1500? Yeah, 1430. 1430. Nice, 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 nice. I like the deck. It actually runs really good against these creature-based decks. Walk into the light. All right, so obviously shouldn't be singer for my career. Maybe we'll stick to misclicking here on stream for you guys. I like the deck. I think it works good. I wouldn't mind 4 Crawling Barrens. Maybe 2 Ardenvales. 3 and 3 is probably fine too. These are like, you know, we're splitting hairs at this point. The intervention was cool too. It saved us. I don't know if I can justify more copies of it in deck. Birth of Meletis might be a little much as well. I just feel like we have so much land and not a ton of things to utilize with it. But what we do have, just it just feels so nice. Like, how do you remove anything from this? It all fits very, very well together. So I'm curious, what would you guys change? How would you mix it up? What would you add for strength, or what would you like to see just played around in general? Because you never know if it could work somehow. You know, another potential idea, I guess, is Season Hallowblade. You can discard at any point, discard Ugin. You get that maybe earlier with the Elspeth Conquers Death, potentially, if you're ramping as well, right? Like turn 2, you know, Blade, turn 3, Relic, turn 4, Elspeth, turn 5 it triggers, turn 6 you get Ugin, right? So that's not too shabby. I think that's a pretty good idea if we were gonna, you know, maybe try to make it a little bit of a more mid-range deck. The nice thing about that is the Hallowblade, indestructible, can survive our wipes. We just toss a land. So maybe, right? That's something that we can definitely experiment with in the future. What ideas do you guys have for the deck? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like if you haven't done so yet. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on our contests and giveaways. More importantly than all of this, have yourselves a magical day, and we'll see you soon in the next.